Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
மூலம் குருமூர்த்தியே புஜமூலம் குருபதம் ஞானமூலம் குருமூர்த்தியே புஜமூலம் குருபதம் மந்திரமூலம் குருவாக்கியம் மோக்ஷமூலம் குருகிருபா
கையிலையில் தரும் நித்யனின் தரிசனம் தன்னை தானறியவே இவை அசைவினில் தீட்சை தரும் தரிசனம் மறைபொருளாயிருந்து திரை விலகி திருவடி தொகும் தரிசனம் பிறை சூடிய சடை நாதனின் திருவுரு தரிசனமே மறைபொருளாயிருந்து திரை விலகி திருவடி தொகும் தரிசனம் பிறை சூடிய சடை நாதனின் திருவுரு தரிசனமே அருள் வேண்டி வேண்டி திரளான கூட்டமுவை தேடி வரும் அல்லவா மறை நான்கின் பொருள் உணர்த்த நாளும் கண்டருள கையிலை உதித்ததல்லவா பொருள் எல்லாம் தேடி உலகெல்லாம் போடி உடையனுள் உணர்ந்தேனல்லவா பொருள் எல்லாம் தேடி உலகெல்லாம் போடி உடையனுள் உணர்ந்தேனல்லவா உலகை காத்தருளவே கையிலையில் தரும் நித்யனின் தரிசனம் தன்னை தான் அறியவே இவை அசைவிடும் தீட்சை தரும் தரிசனம் இரவும் பகலுமே திரு கண்ணில் அசையுதே நாங்கள் என்ன கோள்கள் என்ன உம்மை பற்றிட இரண்டு புவனங்களும் உம்மை சுற்றிட பொருளும் அருளும் தர மனதின் இருள் விலக பரமசிவ தரிசனம் மாயை வென்று விட ஞானம் பெற்று விட மோட்சம் தரும் தரிசனம் பல சித்த புருஷர்களின் ஞானி யோகிகளின் தவமெனின் தரிசனம் அடியும் முடியையும் ஒன்றாய் காண்பதற்கு கையிலையில் தரிசனம் சதுர்வேத கோஷமுடன் நாத கீதங்களின் ஒளியில் தரிசனம்
யாவன உள்ள குளிர்விக்கும்
உலகை காத்தருளவே கையிலையில் தரும் நித்யனின் தரிசனம். கண்ணை தான் அறியவே இமை அசைவிடு தீட்சை தரும் தரிசனம். உலகை காத்தருளவே கையிலையில் தரும் நித்யனின் தரிசனம். கண்ணை தான் அறியவே இமை அசைவிடு தீட்சை தரும் தரிசனம்.
ஓம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வர பரமசிவசமாரம்பாம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி பராசக்தி மத்யமாம் அஸ்மதாச்சார்யபர்யந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம். I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Shrimahans, Mahans, Tanedar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Kartas, Vidyeshwara, Ganeshwara, Mantreshwara, Lokeshwara, Astreshwara. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message from Kailasa. Listen. Physics of the conscious sovereignty is all about building body with a spiritual stamina to hold the conscious sovereignty and radiate the conscious sovereignty. Listen. I'm just filled with the Paramashiva space. The me I am experiencing in me is the cosmic me, the Paramashiva. And I also know the me you are experiencing in you right now is also part of that Paramashiva's me, cosmic me. With this deep love of oneness, you are Paramashiva, I am Paramashiva. We both put together is part of Paramashiva. He has filled me, awakened me, enlightened me, manifesting in me with that extreme joy, ecstasy I am sharing with you. Raw, naked truth as it is. As it is. Listen. With extreme love and compassion, I am sharing it as it is. Listen. Spiritual stamina means your ability to cognize Paramashiva, letting him manifest his will, his experience of himself. That is what is most important. See, whoever decides to trust my introduction about me, I feel so overwhelmingly loved by them and loving them. Listen. Love means whoever trusts your introduction of by yourself, about yourself, you simply love that person and that person simply loves you. Listen. When you trust Krishna's introduction about himself, who he is, how he is, how he feels about himself. Adityanam Aham Vishnu. How Krishna declares among the Adityas. So, he opens himself. When you feel connected, you decide to feel connected, you choose to like, love, trust what Krishna introduces about him as as himself. When you decide to trust, simply Krishna consciousness manifests in you. If you decide to trust the anti-Krishna gang, abusers, their version of Krishna, how Saguni talks about Krishna and Krishna's sexuality, how Shishubala talks about Krishna and Krishna's sexuality, how Shishubala describes Krishna and Krishna's people. Shishubala may give very valid, logical evidences for your independent investigation. He may have everything to support your independent investigation. The selfie Krishna took when he hugged his gopikas may be available for you. Whether the Shishubala and his culinary gang, the Shishubala gang is able to convince you or not able to convince you, the moment you decide to follow Shishubala's description about Krishna, you will reach the same space Shishubala is in. You will attract the same kind of people Shishubala like, and you will naturally be in Shishubala's gang and die, rot, destroy yourself. Listen. Whom you choose to trust, feel connected, you fall into that gang. Whenever you choose to decide, you decide to listen about my introduction about me, my definition about me. You enjoy the space given to me by Paramashiva. Now I am introducing me. The me in me is manifestation of cosmic me, Paramashiva Paramburul. It has realized the me in you is also part of Paramashiva. Listen. So sit sincerely with the decision. You, me, both are part of Paramashiva, and that Paramashiva is awakened in me, and now giving this satsang and Shaktipada, Shaktinipada to awaken Paramashiva in you. That's all. This is the exact, precise, truthful, honest introduction of what is happening now as me, as you, as cosmic Paramashiva. So understand, sit with this cognition. Whatever I am talking will become reality in you. Whatever I am revealing will become reality in you. So first thing, physics of conscious sovereignty. Conscious sovereignty is the ultimate of life. Physics of conscious sovereignty is building a body with a spiritual stamina. Listen intensely. Listen carefully, deeply. Every word now I utter can become your realization, your experience. So listen. Building a body with a conscious stamina. Actually, building a body with a spiritual stamina, conscious stamina, is very easy job. Too easy. I can give you just some 10-15 simple tips. If you start following for few days, automatically you will build a body with a conscious stamina. which can manifest Paramashivatva. Because my gurus have done it for me. I know the precise methodology. Without wasting much time, I can teach you. Many instructions, tips I would have given you. Please add castor oil in your food every day, at least 1 teaspoon. See, don't add too much castor oil, then you may feel dehydrated, tired. At least 1 or 2 teaspoon per day or per meal. See, if you are taking only 1 meal a day, then go for just 1 teaspoon, not more than that. So based on the food intake, choose. These are 2 simple instructions. It's not something very difficult, complicated, very simple. Vegetarian lifestyle, what I claim, that Shaivite lifestyle, most easiest lazy man's method to build a conscious sovereignty spiritual body. Listen. Conscious sovereign space, the conscious sovereignty space, that stamina, body with that stamina. Once you start manifesting, you will feel so happy to live inside your body. I'll give you 2 simple instructions and few truths to build the physics. Listen. Physics of the conscious sovereignty is building a strong physical body with a spiritual stamina that starts manifesting the right physics, everything you need for manifesting conscious stamina. I tell you, I can give you 1 or 2 examples. When you start having spiritual stamina, conscious stamina, you will carry such an amazing space. Anyone can ask anything. You will never feel irritated. You just know you are so happy they asked you. You will never feel demanded. You are so happy. The people come into your space. More and more people you enjoy in your space, more and more you are a successful being. Because you know your pure space never gets trampled by even millions of people entering into your space. The conscious stamina triggers, snowballs initiates thousands of good things in your life. I tell you, 1 teaspoon castor oil can keep you in a pleasant mood 24 hours. Don't take my words casually. I am very serious. If you start doing it, you will understand. If you start doing it, you will understand. Within 6 months, you will understand. If you are a person constantly irritated, easily triggered, just use castor oil. You may think, what, castor oil? To remove the irritation? Yes, I am telling you. Castor oil will remove the parasites sitting inside your stomach, which triggers irritation continuously. The castor oil and parasites are anti. They don't like each other. And I tell you, I am a Dhyana Siddha by birth. By birth, master in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, because even while entering into the body, I carried my Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Within the space of Nirvikalpa Samadhi only, I even assumed this body. Even I had once a difficulty in Tiruvannamalai during the Deepam festival. The roadside, the gulfi ice, people will come and sell gulfi ice. In those days, the gulfi ice will not be available regularly in Tiruvannamalai. Only during the festival times, big festival times, it will be available. So, Raghupati Yogi, he always takes me from home to the temple to teach yoga and brings me back, and he will be actually holding my hand, literally, and walking, especially during these festivals, lot of crowd. Na? So he will hold my hand and walk. That gulfi ice guys, they will have a bell in their cycle, tricycle, and sell the gulfi ice. I was listening to that bell. That bell was very nice sound. I was looking at the bell and listening. Raghupati Yogi thought that I want that ice cream. That's why I am looking at that tricycle. He asked, you want to eat that gulfi ice? I neither said yes nor said no, because there was no interest in that ice cream, because I never tasted it and I don't know what it is. And I was only listening to that bell, very nice sound. I did not say yes or no, but he thought maybe I want, but I am feeling a little shy to ask him. So he told, Varakane sapla. He gave me, he bought and gave one ice, and when I ate, I really enjoyed. It was very tasty. The way I ate itself, he understood, I enjoyed, so he got one more. I enjoyed that also. Until the second one, I did not ask. The third one, I myself said, get one more. Then he started laughing. Die. He said, more than this, I don't know whether you will catch cold, because usually the Deepam festival comes in a cold season. That December, November, December is the time Deepam festival comes. So naturally weather was also cold. So he said, I don't know whether you will catch cold. But because I asked, he could not say, he didn't want to say no, he just got. Finally I ate 5. And next day, he was making me do some process. The impact of the cold weather and the gulfi ice cream, both had little kapha. So he was asking me to sit in certain position to help me do my spiritual process. Usually he will make me sit and do any rituals need to be done, like a yajna or homa, small havan or puja, and then initiate me into the pranayama or the kriya which I am supposed to do. And he did all that rituals and he started initiating me, telling me to do what I am supposed to do, but I was missing few steps, especially some of the kumbhaka, some of the pranayama. If I have to hold the breath for 60 seconds, he will just tell that I have to hold till he counts 60. I will just hold. That's all. There is no question of that 58, I will leave the breath, or 59, I'll start changing the breathing pattern. Nothing. Simply I'll obey what he says. That day at least 2 times I missed the count. He was counting 1, 2, sometimes just to test me. After number 20 or 30, he will miss and he will start. No, wait. I'll start. Then he will again start 1, 2, 3. He's an amazing, extremely loving, patient guru. I only visualize them, their love for me, their patience for me, the way they worked on me. Whenever I need to work with my kids, this is what exactly I remember. I just hold them in my inner space. That is why I keep all their photographs. And I want all the ashrams to keep all their photographs just for the amount of tyaga they have done. And he was counting, but 2-3 times I missed that pranayama count. The coherence, the number of seconds I need to hold, I missed. Before he completed the number, I released the breath. I changed the flow of the breath. He understood that kapha is inside. 5 gulfi ice cream, that kapha is inside. And he just got the Karsalangani leaf and a few leaves and put it in his thumb and put it on my upper palate. Nicely started rubbing with his thumb. The whole pitta and kapha came out through all the 5 holes. 2 eyes, nose, mouth, and through the ears. Through the ears, it won't come like a liquid or solid. It will come like a sound, air. The whole pitta came out. Kapha came out. Then he made me sit. Not only I could perform the pranayama, I could simply see the visualization I am supposed to hold during the pranayama. I tell you, after that, throughout my life, during wandering any time, I never suffered, never took any allopathy medicine for cough or cold, kapha or pitta. Please understand. If you are Ayurvedic doctor, you will understand what I am saying. Pitta makes your mind feel the mental suffocation. Kapha makes your body feel the suffocation. Pitta binds you, chains you mentally. Kapha binds you, chains you physically. Physically means internal organs. after this one understanding, of course, even now I don't enjoy ice cream. Rarely, if the disciples want to eat, to give company, if needed, sometimes I take, but there is no liking for the ice cream or any food. That is different. But even due to weather change or any reason, never ever I suffered by pitta or kapha. I want to tell you all, so much of suffering you all go through in your life due to pitta and kapha, and not even know that it is because of pitta and kapha. See, when you feel the suffocation inside your internal organs due to kapha, you scream at everyone. When you suffer the pitta, even you are not sure about your future. Please understand. See, after that, many times I used to do the same. I'll make that karsalangani either as a paste or a powder or some form, just leaf or kalvathila vechi arachi. It means kalvam is a stone, small stone, on that if you keep the leaf and put little water and make it like a paste. In some form, I'll apply it on my thumb and put it on the palate, upper palate. So the whole pitta and kapha will come out. Listen carefully. It's very important. Because the pitta and kapha is cleansed again and again, not only I never suffered the cough, cold and its impact, I always felt very stable about myself and my future decision. Listen carefully. Your pitta is responsible for making you doubt about yourself and about your future. See, many times you feel insecure. Oh, if I take sannyas, will I be happy in Kailasa? If I take up this commitment, will I be happy in my life? Not being sure about yourself, you destroy your life so much. So many wonderful things in your life is lost because you don't feel sure about yourself. Especially spiritually, consciously. I've seen so many people have this problem. Will I be happy if I take sannyas? Will I be able to be peaceful and happy if I choose to be with Swamiji? Will I be happy if I choose to be in Kailasa? All you need is just this Karsalangani powder, Karsalangani leaf, and every day apply on your upper palate and clean the whole pitta and kapha. Make your body samatva body, samatva sarira. I tell you, not only my Guru gave me 5 Gulfi ice cream, he gave me something, the greatest, which is useful in my life till today. That is using Karsalangani and taking out all the pitta and kapha and making me balanced. Listen, whenever your internal organs are strong, your breathing becomes strong. Strong breathing builds a strong internal organs, strong body. Very easily you will build strong muscles. Karsalanganni powder, taking it in your thumb, applying on the upper palate and cleaning all the kapha and pitta is such a simple act. It's not at all difficult. Karsalangani is available even in Amazon nowadays. That powder. And it's available in every village home in India. In every village, you will see Karsalanganni, Ponnanganni, Murungakkira. Add all this stuff in your life every day. Karsalanganni, Ponnanganni, Tooduvala, Murungakkira. Just the simple instruction. I tell you, strong internal organs. When the kapha is cleansed, you get the stamina in your breathing, strong breathing. When pitta is cleansed, you get the strong visualization. You will not have doubt about yourself. When sometimes people tell me, Swamiji, I can't handle, I don't know how to care about how to carry on with my life. I feel like I may have a mental breakdown. This problem is because of the pitta. If you ever had the feeling, oh, I may have a mental breakdown, I cannot handle this, I'm feeling suffocated. If you had this problem, your problem is simply pitta, nothing else. Apply Karsalanganni on your upper palate. Clean your pitta. You will have so much confidence about you. You will have so much confidence about you. I tell you. You may never imagine such a simple acts can solve such huge problems in your life. You don't even need to do this cleaning the pitta and kapha every day. But actually, if you start using, you may really enjoy it and you may start doing every day. If you start doing every day, great. But even if you do 3 times a day, 4 times a day, you will start feeling so much of confidence about yourself. You will be so sure of you. Yes, I can handle life. See, samatvam means at any situation of my life, I am only going to decide everything as per dharma, and same way I will live and leave the body with the same dharma. If needed, I will take another one body, continue to strengthen my dharma till I reach moksha. Over. Being sure about yourself, adopting dharma as the strategy for life. is the most ultimate peaceful decision you can take in your life. Once you decide, come what may, I am going to decide everything, handle everything based on dharma. Over. That moment, you are enlightened, you are liberated, you are free. Because after that, you don't need your cunning, strategic, culinary mind. See, this extremely selfish, violent, strategic mind may brainwash you that it is very useful for you and can bring a lot of benefits to you in your life. But it takes away your peace by making you doubt about yourself and literally destroys your confidence on you. Listen, if you are a person always strategizes with extreme selfishness, cunningness, calculativeness, and believe that is the best way to exist, all the time you will have a self-doubt. Did I take the right decision early in my past? Am I taking the right decision in the present? Am I squeezing the orange called world life and getting the maximum juice and pleasure out of it for me? Am I really making the world productive for me? In this constant cunningness, you will burn yourself. And this creates so much of stress, suffocation, suffering inside you. Your whole life becomes cunning strategy, and even you are afraid whether you will be able to retain your cunning strategic existence continuously, because you will be attracting the same type of people cunning around you, and everyone around you also will know that you are a complete cunning strategist. Understand? Then you put yourself in a hell. I tell you, a simple sweet being attracts the same kind of people around them, and create that kind of ecosystem, and everyone feels that person is simple, sweet, and you create a beautiful ecosystem for you to enjoy your life. I tell you, best thing you can earn by being a simple, loving, sweet being, you will attract that same kind of people around you, and people around you will experience you as a sweet being. That gives an amazing ultimate protection, completion for you forever. This is the greatest gift. Greatest gift being loving can get you is the beings who are loving. Being loving will get you beings who are loving. Being cunning will get you beings who are cunning for you. That's the worst hell. So you can create heaven or hell. It depends on how you decide about you. If you decide, from now, ahimsa paramo dharmaha, dharma is the center with which I'll make all decision. No question of cunning, selfish, constantly exploiting strategies, because those strategies may get small benefits in the initial level, but will start developing deep self-doubt in you, and that feeling, you not being sure about you and how you will behave and live your life in the future. And finally, it will lead to implosion, you collapsing internally. Decide swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Krishna says, even if you practice what I am teaching a little bit, problems of mountain size will be destroyed. Even if you follow the Guru Vak little bit, tons of problems will be destroyed, which is even unknown to you. See, the best thing is when you follow the Guru Vak, simple instructions, the greater problems just disappear. They don't even show up in front of you. You may not even know how many problems you avoided, you escaped. Just this one Karsalangani, cleaning the Vada and Kapha and Pitta. How much I become sure about me. See, when the Kapha and Pitta is balanced, you don't feel suffocated mentally or physically in your internal organs. So you will always take very dharmic decisions, not irritated, agitated, aggressive mood. You will not make decisions. All decisions you make during the I, Kapha and Pitta are dangerous to your life and to your existence. Keeping the Kapha and Pitta balanced will make you always take very sweet, beautiful decisions. Life will flow such powerful way. You know, even if you obey Guru's instruction, one small instruction, 10,000s of big problems will not even come to you. Not only you will be solving any problem comes to you, there are many problems which will never come to you. Many problem will never come to you. Any problem which comes to you, you will simply dissolve it. That is why even now I have the habit. I will not calculate my Guru Vaks to the direct benefit it brings. See, if I calculate, if I apply Karsalangani on my upper palate and remove the Vada, Pitta, the Kapha and Pitta and Kapha, I will not catch cold. I can breathe freely. If I calculate and make the logical decision, only when I have a cough, cold, I will practice and I will have the benefit. But many times simply I'll follow the Guru Vak. Wherever I see the Karsalangani in my wanderings and wherever I can get, simply I'll start applying. Because I just want to do what my Gurus told me. Because of my obedience to my Guru Vak, not only I never suffered with cough, cold, the kapha and pitta problems, I always had a samatva, balanced decision making, dharmic decision making inner space, which brought tremendous strength about me, being sure about me. I tell you, when I got out of my home, when I left my home, I never had insecurity or not being sure about how I will handle my future, whatever future brings, how I will handle, never had a problem. Same way, in 40, literally after establishing kingdoms, everything I need for my life, I just walked out of everything. I had the same spirit, courage, confidence. I can rebuild. I can create what I want. I can face my life. Whatever my life brings, I can handle it. I was so sure about me. Me being sure about my ability to handle the future, whatever future may bring, that is what I call my Shraddha towards my Guru Parampara. Hey, I will obey my Guru Vak. Come what may, I have the confidence to face it. That's all was my inner space. When I stepped out of Adi Kailash campus, people who were with me, they are the witness. I made the statement, it is time to make Hindu Samrajya, Hindu nation. I just know whatever life brings, I can handle it. With the grace of my Guru Parampara, Paramashiva, I made it. Actually, they made it. Their grace, their blessings, their energy. They made the Kailasa. They manifested it now. Listen. You being sure about you to live the Guru Vak is the greatest spiritual stamina. I'm repeating. You being sure about you to live the Guru Vak is the spiritual stamina. Castor oil. Applying Karsalanganni every day with your thumb on the upper palate and cleaning the pitta and kapha. All these simple acts will bring spiritual stamina in your life. You will be sure about following the Guru Vak, the highest vision for you. You will be so sure about it. You will have so much of spiritual stamina, confidence. Simply you will manifest Paramashiva in you. The biggest negativity in your life is your fear. Will I be able to handle myself if I just follow my Guru Vak? If I just go with my Guru's words, Will I be able to handle what life brings it to me? Will I have the stamina to handle? Will I have a mental breakdown? Will I collapse? Hey, how can you die by drinking nectar? Many times people tell me, if I meditate, if I do unclutching, will I have mental breakdown? Will I die? There is no document, record ever in the whole world. Anybody having a mental breakdown through unclutching or death by meditating. By not meditating, there were millions having mental breakdown, had and having. By not unclutching, there are millions who die very cheap death. Even in death, there should be dignified death. I am seeing now in this pralaya, in this corona, people are so suffocated to keep themselves inside a room or a house. They feel it's okay. I just want a fresh air. I cannot handle this anymore. Let me go out for a walk. Just for fresh air, they go out and leave the breath itself. For fresh breath, they go out. Get corona, get fresh body itself, not just fresh breath. I am seeing, understand? Now the next level variants of corona. Corona plus, Delta plus and Lambda corona. All these are not only highly infectious, high death rate. Even though people know all this information, just the imaginary suffocation, unable to mentally handle the pitta and kapha. Pitta is responsible for mental suffocation. Unable to handle the pitta, they go out and get the real problem called corona. See, pitta is only an imaginary problem. Your mental suffocation is just imaginary problem. But corona is the real physical problem. Listen. Not having the conscious stamina, spiritual stamina, not having the spiritual stamina can even kill you. All these people, due to suffocation, mental suffocation, go out and get corona and die, are all dying just because they were not taught the science of unclutching and meditation. If they had the fortune of getting the unclutching and meditation in their life, they will know how to handle their mental suffocation. Unclutching is as simple as applying the Karsalanganni powder on your upper palate and cleaning the pitta and kapha. Many people are asking the name of the Karsalanganni, other names of Karsalanganni. I know only these two names, Karsalanganni and Bringaraj. I don't know the English technical name. Maybe you guys can Google Karsalanganni and Bringaraj. These two are the names I know of the leaf I am talking about, the herb I am talking about. So now listen. just not able to handle your suffocation. Inner space. You getting the real problem, like real corona, criminal negligence becoming crime itself. See, you not able to handle your suffocation, your pitta, all this is criminal negligence. Finally, it becomes crime itself when you get the corona. So I want to give one more information. The Karsalangani is also called false daisy. False daisy is an English word used for Karsalangani, Bringaraj. Actually, it should be named as a true daisy. I don't know why they named it as a false daisy. Anyhow, that is the word in use. Okay. Listen. Let me give you basic few revelations to achieve spiritual stamina. Your body with a spiritual stamina is the fundamental requirement for manifesting conscious sovereignty, Paramashivatva. And it is not difficult, too simple. As I said, just applying Karsalangani and cleaning the Pitta and Kapha has made me feel so secure about me, sure about me, and my ability to handle come what may. See, my ability to handle come what may is my Shraddha to my Guru Parampara, to my Paramashiva, Arunagiri Yogishwara. You can see how they initiated the virtuous circle in me. I simply obey their words, and that brings so much of benefits. So that makes me so sure about my future. And that is what is the trust on my Guru Parampara. So the love feeds trust, trust feeds love, love feeds more trust feeds more love. That just becomes such powerful virtuous circle and becomes enlightenment, oneness, Paramadvaita. That's all. That's all. I think getting into that virtuous circle is what is the conscious stamina, spiritual stamina. Listen carefully. I never strategized and obeyed my Guru's words. Simply my Guru walk, I'll do it. Over. Even now I am seeing many people are trying to say, oh, corona is settled, it is not that bad. Be very clear, it is not settled. Now all these people moving around freely in the market. The other day I saw in the media, the news, so much crowd in that Chennai shopping street, Ranganathan street or the T Nagar. Like a festival, Utsava, Deepavali. Oh God. Dress is so important than life. Or are they buying dresses to dress up when they are dead? I don't know. I don't know why the dress and jewels are so important than life itself. I could not understand. See, people going to food to get groceries, at least that I can tolerate. Because without food they will die. They can't be without food. But people going for clothes, jewels, other things, I just don't know what to say. And I am telling you, the social setup of India is going to terribly fail Indians in this corona time. When I say India, it's not just the India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, that same mental setup countries, Malaysia, Nepal, everywhere, this collective integrity missing. See, they don't care about others dying by they spreading the corona. They don't care about the mask. They don't care about people. Sometimes when people get corona, they get so vengeful. They go and spread also without telling. Please listen. Listen carefully. With Paramashiva's grace, directly Paramashiva himself manifesting with so much effort. I saved Jyotika. She is alive. She is not dead. She is saved. But still she has not recovered completely. She has not recovered completely. Still I am working. Still she has not become completely healthy. I am not able to make her travel from Chennai to Bangalore because the oxygen level goes ups and downs. She is alive. She is corona negative, means corona free. But still she has not recovered, become healthy. And once she becomes healthy, I have to work and detox her body to start manifesting powers. That is another huge task. Because corona does large damage to the internal organs. Even if they don't die, the damage done to the internal organs and for their physical activism and mentally being alive, those capabilities damaged is extreme. It takes such huge effort to recover them and retrieve them and completely bring them back to normal. Literally like a conscious blanket, I surrounded her. Of course, few more of my disciples who got corona, literally I was sitting in samadhi and surrounding them as conscious blanket, protecting them, recovering, healing them. It's like a literally conscious ventilator, the spiritual super ventilator protection. Even with that, I could only save them. They are alive, but yet to recover completely. Understand the corona and its impact. Don't take it light. And especially in India, people freely moving around does not mean corona is over. Actually, the people freely moving around, they are inviting the third wave corona quickly. And the worst thing with the third wave corona is it is going to be the Delta plus and Lambda. The worst viruses. The viruses. What to say that? Its own updated version. I don't want to make further statements about corona. I only want all my disciples who obey me, just stay home, stay safe, have multi-layer quarantine in your home. If you cannot, go to Adi Kailash and save yourself before it becomes too late. Especially countries like Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Malaysia. Now I heard the good news. Even the Malaysians can travel to India. If you want to save yourself, simply go to Adi Kailash, where you are given multi-layer quarantine. Be there. Safeguard yourself before it becomes too late. Multi-layer quarantine is too important. Let me reveal more and more sacred secrets to build conscious stamina. Have haritaki, tuduvale, murunga leaf in your food regularly. Just the simple 10-20 instruction. I can put it elaborately and share it with you all. Whatever I share today, start doing Vakyartha Sadas. the speed with which people are coming out and moving around, India or Malaysia or Nepal or Bangladesh or Pakistan, everywhere, I can see very clearly they are inviting the third wave, which I don't want to talk much about it. I can only say that they are bringing worst thing on themselves. Because the collective integrity is not there. People don't care about what will happen to the whole society. See, people think, oh, what is there if few people get corona and they go to hospital, and it is not that easy, that simple. When the medical infrastructure is broken, failing by overload, so many other things are broken, failing due to overload. Social infrastructure, administration infrastructure, judicial everything gets overloaded. And the anarchy and chaos, where unjustified number of deaths and losses, and no value for life. No value for life. Don't listen to anybody's opinion about corona. Just protect yourself with multi-layer quarantine. That's all. Just protect yourself with multi-layer quarantine. Neither get constipated by conspiracy theories, nor get cheated by this positive idea Bhagwas. Just have multi-layer quarantine and protect yourself before it is too late. Especially people in the Asian countries. In US, the society structure itself is a quarantine structure. Nobody comes to your home that without invitation or freely, easily. In India, anyone will walk into any house. That is the way social structure is. I still remember, if the home main door is locked, people will ask, hey, why are you keeping the house door locked in the daytime? In the daytime, you are not supposed to keep the house main door locked. So if you have any relatives, friends, especially all my disciples all over the world, my Adinavasis, my Gurukul kids, my Sannyasis, my Brahmacharinis, all of you listen. I am talking to you directly. If you have your family, if you have your friends, if you have any important people you need to protect, either get them out of Asian countries, India, Bangladesh, Malaysia, Nepal, Pakistan, all that, Indonesia, that area, Malaysian countries, get them out. Or get them to Adi Kailash, where they can have multi-layer quarantine. Do one in these two. Prevention is the best way to protect yourself from corona. Because the third wave may be the worst wave. The death rate is too high. Delta plus and lambda corona, these are too high death rate. Infection rate, the way they spread, before even you realize or go to hospital, the person is killed. The person is dead. Before even you realize you have corona, you are dead. Before even you are taken to hospital due to any symptom or complication, you are dead. That's the way it is going. So, the social structure of India is going to fail Indians during this pandemic. This freely moving around, freely touching, freely going anywhere, anyone, and going to shops, luxury shops, going for shopping. I don't know. When I saw the crowd in Ranganathan Street in Tinagar, I was shocked. In that crowd, corona may get killed. That level of crowd. Abba. That's all I have to say. Multi-layer quarantine in your home is not possible. If it is really possible, it is possible only in Adi Kailash. So go there and save yourself. Is all I can say for now. And if you are already in Adi Kailash, celebrate. You are directly protected by Paramashiva. You are in his space. Enjoy the safety and security given by Paramashiva directly. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, collective integrity and enriching causing, living Paramadvaitam, the Shuddhaadvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढा श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूपा परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविडवेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग वर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमत कलभकेसरी शैव सिद्धान्त स्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराज पाण्ड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महान्धकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम् अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ 93 गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ 33 गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत 64 योगिनी मंडित 64 संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ 23 गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।